You loathe this guy because he keeps feeding you women to have sex with.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I understand that.
But the problem is, I don't know these women. I don't know where they've been, so.
Where is the wife? What's going on there? So.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, let me just add one thing in at this time. Okay, during the whole process that happened, she had informed me that one night I was over there before all this, and I was really drunk, and she had sex with me when I was passed out. And
all right, look. This is, I suggest you extract yourself from this situation. These are not healthy people. I mean, I'm sorry to
He's
talk.
my best friend. Right?
I'm sorry, but they've got a problem, at least in their relationship.
She had sex with you
when
you were
just open with their
comatose.
relationship.
No.
I went to bed once when I was passed out, but I never had sex when I was passed out.
I didn't think I did either until they told me.
Look, this is, at the very least, you're playing with a real volatile situation. I mean, you could be the focus of their contempt at some point. I mean, this is a dangerous situation. If you value the friendship, just stay out of their craziness. Stay friends.
They're gonna liquor him up and drag him into another orgy.
Exactly. Until they bring down a decent woman.
It's going to be there's going to be some kind of a blowout at some point. And you'll excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Using the blow word, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just want to keep you at bay. But I don't know what more we can say except that this is an unhealthy situation. If you keep yourself wrapped up in it, you're going to end up hurt in some fashion.
Okay,
you're going to lose a friendship.
What I want to know is how I can tell my friend without losing our friendship.
I don't think graciously and courteously declining is going to hurt the friendship.
The guy is farming his wife out. Believe me, he's not easily offended. Look, believe me. Just look him in the eye and tell him.
Condoms for everybody, please.
Do not worry about decorum or etiquette. Give Jeremy a hand. All right. Well, as promised, we have someone who I would describe him or her as 7 feet of black dynamite. RuPaul, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, buddy, I'll be joining you, your friend, and his wife later. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
He thought it couldn't get any weirder. RuPaul. First, I got to ask you, just because it's like I have Tourette syndrome, but where do you hide your penis?
Actually, I talk all about that in my book. It's actually the first chapter of my book, Letting It All Hang Out, which is a book I wrote about a year ago. And it's this is the number one question people want to ask me, so I figure I'll put it up front, and everyone will just get over that, and we can go on to the more important stuff, which is learning how to love yourself, learning what's important on this planet.
Where do you hide the penis, though? I mean, you got to get the book.
He has Tourette's. I apologize for that.
Is it in the studio somewhere here with us? All right, you're going to help us out with some of these calls, RuPaul?
Yes, I'd love to. Are you kidding? I am Dr. Ru in the house.
This is tailor-made for you. Cardwell, 25 on the LoveLine phone. Punch up Cardwell, Drew.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I go to college, and I've been with this girl for a couple of months now, and she wants to have sex with me in public on campus. But, you know...
All right, next call.
But, see, I'm afraid of getting caught. Because if I get caught, I get kicked out of school, and then plus, I want to be a cop when I graduate. So I can't have a lewd act in public, you know, arrest on my record.
Right.
You know, so how can I handle this without, you know, being like a wimp?
Drew, you ever get it on right there in the middle of campus?
No. I'd say just, if you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. I mean, that's a rule of thumb for anybody. Whatever the act is that somebody's requiring you to do, feel secure enough to assert yourself and just say no. It's very simple. She'll be all right.
You know, she kind of pressures, you know.
Yeah, why don't you just, I'll tell you what you do. First off, I would just put a sack on my head and go outside and have sex. But here's what you do. You go to the living room, you put a little AstroTurf down, you spread a little sod around and some ferns, you put in a CD of some birds chirping or whatnot, and you do it right there.
What does RuPaul have to say about this?
I think you're onto something. I think maybe you should try videotaping yourselves first, because I think what she's into is this sort of what is it, voyeuristic, something else going.
She likes the danger element.
The danger element of getting caught. So why don't you guys videotape it first? You get control of the tape when you're finished, and you're both happy.
All right. Women like the danger element of sex. Men like the sex element of sex.
Yeah.
So you have to strike a balance.
I think you're absolutely right, and you've solved this problem.
I
Give them a
certainly
big
have.
round of applause.
I'll tell you what. This is Jennifer on the phone. Jennifer,
Hi.
yeah.
What's your question for the LoveLine crew?
I've been dating this guy for several months, and we haven't engaged in sexual intercourse, but he asked me to pleasure myself in front of him, and I thought this is bizarre. Is he, I don't know, I just want to know if this is normal or if he's a weirdo.
Right, now when you say pleasure yourself, you don't mean like a Shih Tzu massage or anything like that, do you? You're talking about a sexual thing?
What now?
Okay then, yes. All right.
Pleasure myself in front of him.
Right. And you're not comfortable with that?
Well, I've only been dating him a couple months, so
Then don't do it.
Well, hold on, Drew.
I mean, should I not see him anymore? Should I?
No, don't go there. Don't go there. You don't feel, how far have you gotten with him physically?
Pretty far. I mean,
Look,
oral,
Jennifer, this is
What?
oral sex.
Oral sex.
Uh-huh.
All right. So there's some, I don't have the chart in front of me, but the pleasuring yourself is higher up than the oral sex. Once you've done the oral sex, feel free to pleasure yourself. Drew,
I agree.
Can I get an amen?
You got an amen from me over here, honey.
And don't worry, he'll be pleasuring himself as well. I'm guessing.
Do not do anything you don't want to do.
Oh, Drew, that is
please.
so. I hate that sexual advice. Let me explain what sex is about.
Oh, please.
It's about.
Oh, wait, silence. RuPaul, write it down.
It's about each person doing stuff they don't want to do so the other person can tell their buddies. No. But what I mean is all right. Here, it's a balance. She may not feel comfortable.
Here's the main
So then
thing.
he can do something for her.
If she were really involved with him emotionally, she probably would have a greater degree of comfort with doing various things. She's already ambivalent about the relationship, and it probably needs to go.
The relationship.
The relationship
needs to go?
probably.
God forbid someone makes a sexual request, Drew. You put them on a short leash. Okay, we got Kelly on the phone. She's 18. Kelly, what's your question?
I have a problem, and this question is for Dr. Drew. I have big breasts. I'm a D38 and have stretch marks on my breast. I'm very self-conscious about that, and I'm wondering if there's any type of surgery that I can do.
Yes, but I have to do it. No, okay. No, we're going to get to that.
I hope so.
But first, we got to go to a commercial, so we'll get to Kelly right after this break. Welcome back. Still here with Dr. Drew, still here with the fabulous RuPaul. When we left off, we were speaking to Kelly, who has these stretch marks in certain places. I guess it would be her breast. Kelly?
Yeah.
And actually, RuPaul and I were talking off there a little bit, and you had read something about what I was going to bring up, in fact.
It's like a laser dots that erases stretch mark scars.
There are lasers that are useful for stretch marks. They're not perfect. Really, the only way to get rid of stretch marks is to cut out pieces of skin and then pull them together.
Oh, please.
And
Drew, that'd be like putting cottage cheese on the Sistine Chapel.
well,
Leave those things alone.
look, how old are you, Kelly?
18?
18. You know, you're likely to get the kinds of health problems that women get who have large breasts, which is deep bra strap grooves, neck and shoulder problems. And it may be one day you'll be looking into breast reduction, and when they do that, they can deal with the stretch marks at that time. So at 18, I probably wouldn't do anything, but know that there are things that can be done. And
let me ask you seriously: do the stretch marks show like outside of if you're wearing a bathing suit, let's say?
No.
No. So no one would see them unless you were naked in front of them.
Right.
Oh, then the deal's done by then. Don't worry about it.
But it's horrible. I'm like a perfectionist. I have to have everything perfect. If everything's not perfect, it's like, oh my God, I'll just go crazy.
And Kelly, that's completely normal for your age. People your age are typically totally preoccupied with how they look physically and want to be perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Absolutely.
Nobody's perfect.
Isn't that kind of strange? Because, I thought overweight people had stretch marks.
Well,
or pregnant women. I'm only 120 pounds.
But you had a period of rapid growth of a part of your body that can cause stretch marks. And it's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal, and it's something that you probably won't be as troubled by in a couple of years. So that's why I'm suggesting you really try not to do anything for the time being. And if you have health problems related to the size of your breast, at that point you can get this all sort of taken care of. So sit tight. Would you not agree?
I totally agree, and I think it's really important to love yourself who you are with your blonde wigs.
I
And
feel
your
a clap coming on,
No,
Rose.
no, it's true. I mean, once you stop trying to compare yourself to Madison Avenue's ideal person, then the party will begin totally. I mean, when you let yourself loose of all that stuff, you can really have some fun on this planet.
Love yourself, love your breasts.
That's right.
I think I came up. Yes, there's a clapper.
Do you date men, women?
I've been in a relationship with a man for the past 3 years.
But he dresses like a woman.
Yeah.
I got that part.
And so in June, it'll be 3 years ago that I married Satan. Join us, will ya?
I get it.
You asked.
No, you didn't really. You didn't really take the pledge.
I married Satan, yes.
You did not.
I did.
No. So you've been seeing the same guy for Beelzebub for 3 years.
Yes.
Now, when did you first? Now you grew up with nothing but women in the household, right?
Yes, but there were men in the neighborhood.
Right. You had contact
I knew some
with
of
men.
them,
But
yes.
But do you attribute the whole cross-dressing to growing up in that environment?
I don't. I think what I attribute to growing up in that environment is my ability to articulate and show my feelings and be emotionally there for someone. It did help that, I had all this fashion expertise in the house. But no, I think that, most cross-dressers are actually straight men, and a lot of people don't know that. But
I told you.
We were talking about this off there. Have you ever thought about being a transsexual?
no, my deal is that I look damn good in a pair of high heels and a wig, and I do it for a living, but it's not my lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Same here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's what my deal is, and I just happen to do it really well. It's not something that I don't dress this way at home.
Right. Well, how old were you when you first got into it?
Well, let's see, what's today? I actually, as a kid, I used all the tools available to me. I used all the colors in the crayon box, you know what I'm saying? So I did everything. So I started dressing up as a cowboy, in drag, whatever, when I was a kid.
Right.
But when I was a teenager, I was in this punk band, and we had mohawks and wild, flamboyant clothes, and that led to this, and it evolved. It evolved from, we were doing this sort of drag look that was sort of anti-Reagan 80s type thing, where we were wearing smeared lipstick and big old wigs and just trying to be as taboo and over the top as possible. And then people looked at me and said, "Oh my God, you're outrageous, but you know what? You are a fierce bitch. So you better get your ass up there and work it, honey." And that's what happened. That's what happened.
Well,
it just took off with me. You know
You
what I
are
mean?
working it, honey, because you do a morning radio show. You have a book out. You're a spokesperson for a cosmetic line. You have a show on VH1.
And not to forget my new album.
Oh,
Foxy
and a new
Lady.
album. That's exactly right.
That's the most important one of all.
We'll be getting to that. Don't you worry, your pretty little hiney. That hurt. Chris!
Save us, Chris,
save
please.
us, please.
Hey guys, I'm out here working it at Live Bait, and I found somebody that has a question for you. This is Adam, 22, from Sydney, Australia. Question for Dr. Drew and Adam and RuPaul.
Hey guys, my question is, the likelihood of picking up a STD from the oral thing, whether giving or receiving?
Well, I can't give you an exact number of what the risks are, but there are certainly risks from oral sex just the way there are risks from genital contact. And basically, any disease you can get from genital contact, you can contract from oral genital contact. So it really, to practice proper safe sex, people should be wearing a condom with I know, and using dental dams.
Yeah, I don't mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing a condom, but we advocate that, don't get me wrong, but the condom for the oral stuff, to me, is just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, pardon the pun. And the dental dam, this thing, do you guys know what this, do you know what the dental dam is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, have you ever used a dental dam?
I have not used a dental dam because that...
Yeah, you wouldn't need one.
Well, there you go. I mean, unless I get a little freak. What are you doing after the show?
You want to try the dental dam?
But guys, look.
You need like a dental poncho is what you need.
The alternative to these barriers is a lot worse than using the barriers. So please be conscientious about this. Let's be realistic. Thank you.
All right, and go back to that penal colony we sent you a long time ago. Just trying to offend the Australian listeners. Chelsea, you're on the LoveLine phone with Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew, and RuPaul.
Hey, got a question for you. Me and my boyfriend, we've been together for 3 years. We have no problem with the quality or quantity of sex, but I like to videotape and he doesn't. How can I get him to videotape more often?
You hide the camera.
Tried it, and
You do
he
it anytime
found
you
it.
want. Oh, he found
did
it?
that.
Yeah, I even hid it in a speaker and covered the little red light with black tape, and somehow he still found it.
Oh my God.
What happened? Did the thing click off or something?
I have no clue. I think it's probably, he can read my body language pretty much.
Right.
And I think he probably picked up that I was up to something.
I mean, read your body language or your sort of position language.
No, I mean, because we can,
You were like aiming his butt toward the woofer and he got wise, right?
No, I mean, well, we could put the camera absolutely anywhere in the room and it still have it hit the bed, no matter what.
Chelsea, look, it's not right to deceive people like this. You really can't hide cameras and take pictures. I mean, you're violating people's trust. No, you can't.
You can't?
You can't.
Oh, you're being filmed right now. You got a problem with that?
I'm consenting, but I'm thinking about changing my career. Let's go to Matt in the studio.
Oh, that's no fun.
All right, check it out. About 4 months ago, the only girlfriend I've ever had that became my fiance broke up with me, and it left me really heartbroken, and I'm like scared even now to talk to women because I don't want to deal with the rejection. So what can I do to get over that?
How long ago was it?
About 4 months ago.
How long did you go out with her?
About 6 years.
Drop the mic and run to therapy. You won't be right for months, maybe years, right, Drew?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the average duration of that kind of breakup trauma is about 6 months. And it was your first love, and it was an intense experience, and everybody has sort of extra problems with losing that first one. It's probably the healthiest thing for you, though. I mean, it's never the right relationship the first time. You need a chance to go out, experiment, find out who you are, grow up a little bit, and you'll look back on this relationship. You'll be grateful that you lost it. These words will not mean anything to him right now because he's in pain.
No, he keeps thinking, I got to kill myself. I got to kill myself.
Well, because it's painful. That kind of loss is very painful.
It's the worst. I mean, we're kidding around, but we were just talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
The first relationship is like the ripcord on a huge parachute just filled with crap that's been stuffed in there since you were born.
Yeah.
Your mom took your fire truck when you were 5, that comes flying out.
Yeah.
The neighbor hosed you down for monkeying with the paper, that comes flying out. Every rejection, everything. Then you get older, you rip the thing, makes a little fart sound, a little dust rolls out, nothing. That's the stage I'm at.
Just sit tight, know that the pain will end. You should go out and try to socialize and meet with other people as much as you possibly can, if anything else, just to distract yourself. But just hang in it. You'll be thankful someday.
You've got to go through it, and you'll be a better man for it. Please, one of the ladies, go over there and sit on his lap or do something for him. Oh, I feel his pain. Truer words were never spoken. Well, time to wrap up. RuPaul, thank you very much for coming in tonight. We appreciate it. The CD is called Foxy Lady. The show's on VH1. The book's in the bookstore. The beer's on ice, and all her rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Chris Magaha, thank you for doing a wonderful job.
Bye, guys. Bye, RuPaul. Thanks a lot. I'm going to go find a few men to fantasize about myself.
Drew, thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Again, thank you, Drew. Ru. Thank me, Adam Carolla. And until next time, mahalo.